The hidden psychology behind a woman's vote. It's all in her love life, guys. And this is something that you will only ever hear from a red pill guy. Because I look at everything in the world through, obviously, a red pill lens, as you should, right? Get beyond the politics, the divisiveness, the whole left versus right paradigm, and you will see things exactly for how they are. I've always said I am a realist. I love to live in reality. I don't want to live in lies or, misinformation or fake truths. I want to live in reality and I really want to understand what makes people tick. So, in tonight's coaching video, we're going to dive deep into the psychological aspect of why women vote a certain way, whether they're conservative or they're liberal. So let me start by asking you this. Do you ever wonder why certain women vote a certain way, even when it seems to go against all logic or reality? It's not just about policy or platforms. A woman's voting pattern is often deeply connected to her emotional experiences, especially, if not primarily, with her relationships with men, mostly men that she's dated in the past. You have to understand, guys, her love life, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every fantasy she's ever had builds the emotional lens that she uses to see leadership, power, and security in the candidates that she votes for, in the way that she votes. I don't have to tell you this. Women are emotionally driven creatures. Okay. Their experiences leave deep psychological imprints on their politics. Okay. If she was cheated on, if she was abandoned, or if she was let down by men, she will resent masculine authority and she will seek control in other areas like policy or ideology. This is why you often see women who have been hurt by men vote left, right? I mean, look at the women who overwhelmingly supported Biden in the 2020 election, right? You probably had a lot of friends who voted for Biden that were female. What did they all have in common? I guarantee they're all single, over 30, single moms, divorced, can't hang on to a man, always on the dating apps, right? Just can't seem to lock down that forever man. Am I right? However, the women who voted for, say, Trump, whether it was the last election or this election, this past election, you notice they're in relationships. They tend to be happily married. They weren't the type to go partying in her youth. She's not like a former party girl or anything like that. She is probably a mom. Right? Those are the type of women that have had good experiences with men who will want those healthy, strong male role models. Okay. And they're more likely to respect structure, leadership, and just those traditional roles. The thing you have to understand is a woman doesn't just vote with her brain, she votes with her scars, her fantasies, and her unmet needs. Okay. Women are biologically wired to seek protection and provisioning, and this translates into who they trust to lead. Okay. If she's dated weak, passive, or unreliable men, guess what? She's going to crave a nurturing, overprotective system to replace the protection of the men that failed to provide for her in the past. If she's dated strong, masculine men and respected them, again, she tends to appreciate that strength in leadership from her political candidates, even if it's blunt or controversial, like Trump often comes off to be. You have to understand, a woman's dream partner and her ideal leader often share the same traits, if you've noticed this, right? Confidence, assertiveness, high status, and unshakableness. If that's what she's dated in the past, that is what she's going to want from her leader. Now, what does this mean for you? What I want you to do is I want you to watch how a woman talks about power, leadership, authority, responsibility, because it mirrors how she sees men in general, how she sees you, right? Her political stance often reflects her relationships in the past, not facts, but feelings about men and the world. So you're not just dating her, you are inheriting her emotional blueprint. Red pill men understand this, that you don't debate her logic. Instead, you decode her psychology. Simple as that. Okay. Her love life shapes her mindset, and her mindset shapes the world that she votes for. So, in closing, if you want to stop getting blindsided by women's behavior and start decoding what really drives them, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the 33 Secrets. And of course, if you want to support my work, if you've gained value out of tonight's coaching video, go ahead and click that link below to get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I will teach you all about female nature, how to cold approach women, but from how to do it from a red pill perspective. And I guarantee one thing, if anything, is that you will never look at female psychology the same way ever again. So until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.